Hello and welcome to Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting for tonight's matchup between the Skowhegan Riverhawks and your very own Nokomis Warriors. This girls' Class A matchup should be a great one. I think it's going to be a really good game here tonight. Last game, final score was 56-35. Nokomis lost by 21 points. That was their second game of the season. They've gone 6 wins in a row since. I think this one's going to be a lot closer tonight. I won't lie. I think Nokomis kind of can analyze the film, can look at where they had some weaknesses, and they can come out strong. What do you think Nokomis needs to do tonight in order to really key in on some of those players for Skowhegan?
Well, I think that the star of the show really for Skowhegan is JC Christopher, and for Nokomis to have a chance at this game, they're going to either have to double team. They're going to have to double team her, and Cameron King is going to have to be the main defender on her. Cameron plays incredible defense, but even that probably won't be enough to guard her. And just watch the three-point shooting, I think.
Yeah, I think that's really going to be the key. I mean, the last game at Skowhegan came out, and in the first 15 seconds, they had already taken 2 threes. I mean, Skowhegan is a very perimeter-centric team where they're going to shoot threes, and J.C. Christopher is really kind of the pivotal point there because, I mean, if you watch the footage and you watch the film, she was taking threes from, 4 feet out from the arc. I mean,
Absolutely.
And she was making them too. And so, I really think Cameron King is really going to have to step it up, like you said. And the whole Skowhegan team, however, whole Nokomis team, however, is going to have to pick it up on defense and help her when she needs it because, I mean, Christopher is a great ball handler, great shooter, and she has the size to really drive in on the paint. So I think this is going to be a really big team effort by Nokomis to slow this Skowhegan team down.
Absolutely, and I think that the size is really where JC gains the advantage against Nokomis because Nokomis is that's the one thing that is keeping them against winning these games, that they don't have the size to get the rebounds. And Christopher has that, and she has the ball handling skills, and she has the shooting skills. She just has everything that a strong player needs.
She's definitely the key player for Skowhegan here tonight. And, I mean, I think when you're looking at it, and she can really just play on both sides of the court. Watching the footage, Nokomis tried to get a lot on the inside and couldn't do it. So we'll see how they can do tonight. Let's look at tonight's starters. For Nokomis, your starters are going to be Cameron King, Bree Townsend, Maya Cooney, Mandy King, and Lexi Mayhew.
And for Skowhegan, we have J.C. Christopher, Reese Danforth, Logan Wing, Emily Dunbar, and Callaway LePage.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the rosters here, Skowhegan really kind of a mixed team as far as, age-wise. They have a couple seniors, handful of juniors, and handful of sophomores and freshmen as well. And I think Nokomis really matches up well with that as far as being a team with, not a core group of any age and really another mixed bag team, as I like to say. But we'll see how this one kind of plays out here tonight. I think it'll be a good one.
Absolutely, I agree.
And so Nokomis is going to start with the ball. And it's going to be Cameron King running the point. Cooney with it now. Back to King. Mayhew looking for an option here. Nokomis in the first quarter against Skowhegan in the first game this season was only able to put up 3 points in the first quarter. Cammie King's going to make it her goal to put up more than that tonight. She's going to open the game up with 2. Skowhegan now. It's Christopher. Deep 3 from Christopher. Just off. Cooney with the rebound. Feeds it in. Nice hustle play by Cooney.
And that's exactly what Nokomis needs to shut down early because wow.
And now on the other side of the floor, moving it fast, was Mandy King. And it's Christopher again. Really the key player, like we said here. She missed that first deep 3, but she'll make them tonight. From the corner, it's missed. And so now Nokomis bringing it down the other end. It's Cooney. Drives in, puts it up. And Cooney, oh my goodness, Nokomis opening it up early. 6-0 run.
I bet that Skowhegan was not expecting this after absolutely blowing them out of the gym last game.
And so now Skowhegan is going to get on the board. Looked like that was Callaway LePage. Nokomis slowing it down now. Smart decision. Already looking better this game than their previous. King in the corner. Mandy King just off. It's going to be Dunbar with the rebound. Travel call. Nokomis going to get a second chance here. Watching the last game, and Nokomis was really shut out when they tried to drive into the paint and get those shots up. And I think that was really their biggest downfall, was just couldn't get anything moving offensively. But tonight they really seem to have improved on that, as Mandy King puts up another three. This one's a Drano. Nokomis going to start shooting early, and a 9-2 game already. J.C. Christopher looking to do something with it.
Yes, and as you had mentioned off camera that you think that Lexi Mayhew should match up against Christopher, and we saw that a little bit there. And I think that we're going to see a bit of a switch off between Cam King and Lexi Mayhew, as Lexi has the size and Cameron has the defensive skills there.
Yeah, Christopher's a really tall player. Drive-in floater just off by King. Fights for a rebound, can't get it. Christopher is a tall player, and Lexi Mayhew, one of the taller players for Nokomis, matches up with her well. But she also, Skowhegan is not a short team. They have a couple other players such as LePage that are really tall, and now it's LePage at the line after getting fouled. So the score is 9-4, 5 minutes and 30 seconds in. This one's already been an interesting one, to say the least. First one just off.
I mean, we can really see the improvement from the Lady Warriors here compared to last game, and just every game leading up to this one, really, they have shown just a little bit of improvement, and that little bit every game has shown leaps in growth, really.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, really, this is a really learning, Nokomis team, as Cooney takes the three, just off. Cameron King fights for the rebound, but it's going to be Danforth who comes down with it. Christopher drives in, a little bounce pass, open three, shot just missed, and in the transition, it's Cooney. Cooney going to drive in, little move there, and it bounces her way. Nokomis up 11-5 now. Not much Danforth could do about that. Cooney put the moves on her in the paint. So Skowhegan going to try and chip away here now. Shots taken by Morris, and it's going to be a three. Cut the lead down to 3 now. Morris, just a freshman. King with it in the corner. Nokomis moving it around fairly well tonight. Deep three is taken.
Oh, just off.
Just off by Cameron King. That's a deep three, but she's going to make a pick there. Cooney in the corner, 3 under pressure. Just off, but Mandy King's going to come down with the rebound. Good rebounding by Nokomis. Little floater, just off, and now Christopher coming back down with it. Wanted the shot there. Townsend wasn't going to let her have it. Drive in now, floater, can't get it to fall, gets her own rebound. Looks like she was blocked there by Cameron King. And timeout's going to be called here. Looks like by Nokomis. So far, Nokomis has done a fantastic job. I mean, this looks like a totally different team from just a few games ago, and I don't know what happened. I mean, honestly, they're shooting, really, really well, but they're also taking open shots.
Absolutely, I agree. I think that the shooting game is really what's keeping them in right now.
Look at that Cooney layup if we can. Maybe. Here we go. Look at that. Little move there, Euro step, scoops it right in. That's the kind of plays that Maya Cooney needs to be making because she does them so well. The senior leadership on this team is very strong, and it's nice to see them make good plays like that.
Absolutely.
And so now coming out of the timeout there, Nokomis, like I said, has come out super strong here. Already outscoring themselves by 8 points in comparison to their last Skowhegan game. Cameron King drives in, kicks it out. Mayhew, elbow, just off. A little bit short there from Mayhew. And it's going to be a charge. Good take from Townsend.
Christopher a little unhappy with that, but Townsend doing a great job of getting on the floor and really selling the charge there to get the call for her team.
Yeah, that's a great play by Townsend. And so now, running the point is Cameron King. Looking to get something going. Mandy King now. She's going to shoot another, and it's going to be another Drano for Mandy King. Great job by Mandy King, another senior tonight. Balling out there, and now Mayhew comes down with the rebound. Nokomis really, really playing well on both sides of the court here. Drive in from King. It's going to be a travel. Yep.
A tough call there, but Cameron was going against probably 3 defenders there just trying to get the shot up, but definitely the right call, I believe.
Yeah, it's just a tough one. One step too many. And Skowhegan now going to be able to try and chip away at Nokomis' 6-point lead. Christopher falling dime just off.
That was an excellent pass being knocked down to the floor. I mean, really, that was excellent pass.
Some Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl passing right there.
Oh, absolutely.
And it looks like it was knocked out of bounds by Nokomis. By Skowhegan, sorry. So Nokomis going to get a baseline inbound here. King with it up top. Now Townsend, she's going to take the 3. It's going to be off. Skowhegan comes down with the rebound. Christopher with it once more. Drive and kick it out. Another Morris shot. This one can't fall. And Townsend's going to strip it out of her hands. And now she's going to strip it out of Townsend's hands.
You can see the Skowhegan coach getting a little bit flustered over there.
Drive in from Christopher. It's off. She wanted the foul there. Look at this transition from Nokomis. And that is tough. Looks like it's going to be Nokomis ball, though. Yeah, that looked like it might have been a foul, but I guess I'm not on the court. Maybe I didn't see it as well as the refs did. Inbound. Looked like it was off her fingertips, but Mandy King's going to get her own rebound in the putback. Mandy King is going off tonight. How many points does she have so far?
10 points already.
10 points already. We're only in the first quarter, folks. What an incredible game already by Mandy King. Just over a minute left here. 16-8. Nokomis shooting the lights out on this one, and now it's going to be Christopher for the shot. It's off. Cameron King with the rebound. Nokomis has done an excellent job shutting down Christopher tonight.
I agree, and I think really it's not even the fact that Nokomis has done anything spectacular to shut her down. It's just that the energy that Nokomis has come off with has really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's shut down her momentum. It's shut down her uplift towards the game, you know what I mean? Like, the more confidence you have going into a game, the better you're going to play, and the way that Nokomis has come out tonight, it's just really shutting down her confidence.
Yeah, it's going to be a jump ball there. Looked like Morris just kind of picked away at the ball there from Cameron King, and so now Skowhegan, 37 seconds left. We'll see what Skowhegan can do something here.
And I'd like to just take a look at Madeline Morris, number 2 for Skowhegan. Only a freshman, but not afraid at all to take the shots. She's made 1 3 and probably shot 4 others, and that's really what they need right now. And her shots might not be falling every time, but it's the fact that she's taking the shots is what's important.
Yeah, I mean, really, for Skowhegan in this position, needs to be shooting. And it's going to be LePage who shot that one, was fouled on the way up. So she's going to go to the line for her second trip tonight. And that was on Mayhew, her second of the game. First one will fall. Yeah, but Nokomis, I mean, really came out fighting tonight and has put up an excellent first quarter so far. With 10 seconds counting down here. Cameron King drives in, feeds it to Hodgson, and it's good!
That was between the legs. Did you see that, Ashton?
That was an incredible dive.
Wow, I can't get over that. That went right between the girl's legs.
That was pretty incredible. Any chance we can see a replay on that? Looks like we'll get, see what we can get here for a replay. Here we go, look at this. Mandy King, look at that. Fighting for her own rebound, puts it up and gets it to fall. Mandy King, been a pivotal player here tonight. Let's look at this one. Drive in from Cameron King, dime to Mandy for a Drano. Look at that. I mean, Nokomis is just moving the ball so well, and the senior leadership exhibited by Amanda King has not gone unnoticed. Score is 18-9. Nokomis with a 9-point lead. And it's this game is looking a lot different from the one earlier this season. This Nokomis team is not the same, and that is quite obvious as they are shooting the lights out tonight.
Absolutely, and I think that the energy to stay in the game, Nokomis is going to have to keep the energy, because the second they let the energy down, the Riverhawks are going to feed off that, and they're going to take it for themselves.
No, I agree. I mean, Nokomis is on pace for 72 points tonight. Now, that's not a very realistic goal here, but, I mean, that shows you how incredible this first quarter has been for Nokomis.
Excellent pick there from Emma Hodgson. Only a freshman, but really using her size to her advantage there. Absolutely knocked the girl out.
Fernandez, Nokomis with 3 starters in here. Cooney now. She's one of them. Over to Cameron King. Cameron King feeds into Hodgson. She's going to be fouled and go to the line. It's a good take there by Hodgson. I mean, Nokomis is a free throw shooting team, you know, historically. So if they can run up the fouls here from Skowhegan, might be able to run up the score further as we come towards the close of the half. And the first one is going to be just long. And it's going to fall right into the hands of Christopher. Christopher looking to get something down here fast. Drives in, going to go right to the floor. And yeah, that's got to be a foul. She's going to be shooting 2.
She landed hard.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt. And that was a foul on Cameron King. Her first of the night. Nokomis with 3 team fouls. So she'll make the first. Cut the lead to 8. Get some subs here. She'll make the second. It'll fall her way. And now it is Cooney taking it back down. Trying to extend this Nokomis lead here. Over to Fernandez. Hodgson with it. Gonna spot up for it. Can't get it to fall. And so Skowhegan gonna try and get something in the transition here. She's gonna get an open jumper, and it'll fall for Christopher. You know, that was one of Nokomis' weak spots in the last game, was Skowhegan on the transition back. Really blew right by him. Don't want to let that become a factor here. Skowhegan cuts it down to a 5-point game on a 4-0 run.
Yeah, absolutely. And those were the free throws were actually Christopher's first points of the game.
Yeah, Nokomis has done a fairly good job so far shutting her down. Looked like that must have been Cameron King stepped out of bounds.
I think so. Had pressure from the defense pushing her out. Great defense. That's what you're supposed to do. Unlucky for Cameron.
So she will get a sub in here. Christopher gonna want to do something here with Cameron King on the bench. We'll see if she does. Hodgson on her now. Gonna be an open three, taken and made from Lewis, coming off the bench to make this a 2-point game.
You know, that was exactly what I was talking about with energy. You can see that Nokomis. Let up a little bit, and Skowhegan just fed off of that and took their opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, and that's that's just gonna have to happen here. And Nokomis is, got a handful of players here off the bench that are just gonna have to step it up a little bit. Mandy King now drives in. Skowhegan's really upped the defensive pressure here, but that's not going to stop Fernandez from getting one to go in. 4-point game once again. Christopher moving it around the arc. Skowhegan, a 3-point shooting team, showing it there. It's going to be Morris with the miss. I mean, this is a team that's going to shoot a lot from beyond the arc. And luckily for Nokomis, they haven't been able to get a ton of them to fall. But, I mean, if they start shooting and making them, Nokomis is just going to have to step it up because, I mean, they are shooting quite a few threes there. Cameron King drives in. It's going to be Fernandez again. Can't get it to fall, but it's going to be Christopher on the rebound. In the transition, Skowhegan.
Oh, man. Christopher doing everything she could there. I mean, that was an excellent pass. It just looks like the person on the other end couldn't really receive it. Lewis,
just
thank you.
fumbled it there a little bit, and you don't want to fast break that. That's not uncommon to see. Cooney with it. 3.
In and
Can't
out.
get it to fall. That's a tough one. But they're going to fight for it. That's tough. Townsend going to get a foul called on her. Tried to get a jump ball there. Couldn't get it. Instead, drew a foul. Now Nokomis with 5 team fouls. Going to have to be careful here with 5 minutes still left. Christopher drives in. Nokomis all over her. Lewis now in the corner. And it's going to be a 3-second violation.
Nokomis starting to get that energy back a little bit.
Yeah, that's really what you need to see.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be a timeout called by, not sure which team. Either way, timeout. And so this one is proving to be a rather interesting game here. Definitely not anything like the last game between these two teams. And Skowhegan just can't get them to fall, it seems. And Nokomis can, that's for sure. Been shooting the lights out here with 20 points already in this game.
This is a high-scoring girls varsity basketball game, that's for sure.
Yeah, you don't see them get this high typically before the end of the first, and it's been a great game. I mean, it's been a fantastic game. Both teams doing really well on both sides of the floor. Nokomis kind of slowed down there for a little bit, had a 9-point lead, and Skowhegan was able to chip away at it, and now they're going to have to build up a little bit again. Want to get up to at least, a little bit more of a sizable lead here before the half so they can come out and have a great second half without having to worry about catching up. Because that's really been the key to a lot of these Nokomis wins is not going into the half behind. They can come out in the second half and keep up with the team, but if you've got to outscore them, it's going to be tough.
Absolutely.
And so now it's going to be Cameron King with it. Moves it over. Townsend. And there's a travel there. That's tough. And so now it is Christopher. Once more for Skowhegan. Trying to run the floor for them. She's going to drive in with a little dime. And it's going to fall for LePage. Christopher, she hasn't scored a lot tonight, but she has a few assists. That's going to be a hard blocking foul. And Cameron King's going to go to the line for 2.
Cameron King is historically a very good free throw shooter, so we'll see what she can do right now at the line.
Yeah, these aren't huge free throws, but if you're Nokomis, you really want both of these to go in, make it a 2-possession game going into the, second and final the final 4 minutes of the half. And she'll get them both to fall. Cameron King with another impressive night. She had 8 steals in her last game. Isn't that an incredible stat line?
That's absolutely impressive. I've actually been keeping track of her steals simply because of how defensively sound she is, and she has 2 as of right now. Not
almost 3.
Yeah.
And looks like they're going to confer a little bit here. Not sure what the confusion is, but
That was kind of weird.
It's going to stay Skowhegan ball. Just under 4 left. Lewis really wanted to get something in under the basket there. Now Christopher, jumper. Just off, bounces out. Cooney fighting for it, and that's going to be a foul. Yep. That's tough. Mandy King wanted to steal that right out of Danforth's hands. And
Mandy King is probably one of the fastest people I have ever met in my life. If she gets a steal off of one of these girls, just give her the layup because there's no one that's going to be able to catch up to her in time.
Oh, she's incredibly quick, and to pair with that, she's incredibly aggressive too. As Lewis makes another 3. And timeout's called. Now a 1-point game. It's proving to be an interesting one, too. 3:30 left in the half. Nokomis 6-team fouls. Going to have to be a little bit careful here. Don't want to send the Skowhegan team to the line more than they need to. But yeah, Skowhegan. Let's talk about our sponsors real quick. I'd like to thank Palmyra Golf Course and Campground located at 147 Lang Hill Road in Palmyra. Thank you for being a Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting sponsor. Alrighty, so 3:30 left. This is going to be, this one is looking like it's going to come down to the wire here.
It has so far proven to be an excellent game, and I really hope that this energy keeps up between both teams just so that it's a fun game to watch and that.
Yeah, it's been very back and forth. Nokomis was up 9 at one point, and Skowhegan's just been able to come right back from it. And look at that, a steal by Danforth. Christopher thought about the three, stutter step, drives in for the layup. Excellent ball handling skills there by Christopher. Mandy King wanted something with it. Skowhegan's perimeter pressure has been a lot more significant here in the second quarter compared to the first, and you can see it there. And it's going to be called out of bounds on Nokomis. That's a tough one. Cooney tried to give that one her all. And so now, Skowhegan has taken the lead. It's a 23-22 game.
Skowhegan's first lead of the game seeming to,
Christopher, jump shot, tried to get it to fall, but rebound and putback's going to be good for LePage.
LePage so far with 8 points, being a, I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is, but being a huge help to this Skowhegan offense.
Drive in from Mandy King. Needed that one, but it can't fall her way. Christopher tries to put a dime in, and Danforth off the tip of her fingers. If you're Nokomis, need to slow it down a little bit here. Don't force anything. Wait till you're open, then shoot your shots. No need to force unnecessary shots here. I mean, this is a very close game. And that's going to be a travel. That's tough. That's tough. Cooney wanted the foul there, understandably. Just dribbled right into pressure there. So now, once again, Skowhegan. Another offensive chance to extend their lead this time. Christopher over to Lewis in the corner. Danforth feeds it into LePage. And LePage with another. LePage being a great paint presence here for Skowhegan, both rebounding and layups. Now Cameron King feeds it out to Mandy King. Over to Townsend, moving this one all around the arc here. And it's going to be blocked by LePage, but luckily Mayhew will get it, feed it out to Mandy King, and she can't get that one to fall either. Right back on the other side is Christopher. And LePage came down with the rebound. Townsend fought her for it. It's going to be a jump ball. (27-25). Skowhegan's taking a 5-point lead here. Feed in, that's tough. That's a foul there, yeah. LePage going to go to the line again. This is her third or fourth trip tonight. It's going to be Cameron King fouling her. And that's 17 fouls here for Nokomis. One more, we will be in the bonus. Shooting 1-and-1s. Just under a minute though, 58 seconds left. She's going to sink her first to make it a 6-point game. This last minute of play is going to be pivotal for Nokomis. Need to get something on the board and need a defensive stop. Don't want to go into this half too far behind. Down 7. Let's see if we can get something here on this possession.
Interesting choice to take Cameron King out at this point. I mean, really, she is a huge part of this offense for Nokomis.
And Skowhegan with a steal, tries to put it back, can't. And Nokomis, lucky break for Nokomis. It's a great steal there by Danforth. Tried to feed it over to, looked like Morris, not entirely sure. But either way, very lucky for Nokomis. So now, under 30 left. Nokomis needs to do something here. Fires it over Cooney. Now Townsend for 3. Drano from Townsend. Much needed there, but now Nokomis needs to get back on defense.
Hold them to nothing here is really what they're looking for.
And they might. No, they won't. Look at that. Christopher.
Man.
Clutch little
Wow.
layup there. Really fought for it. And so going into the half, the score is going to be 31-25. Skowhegan rallies back to take the lead going into the half. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting.
Hometown Health Center, serving the greater Newport community for over 15 years. With locations in Newport, Dexter, and now Nokomis Regional High, our mission is to provide high-quality, cost-effective healthcare to the communities we serve.
So my name is Penny Townsend. I'm the Chief Program Officer at Hometown Health Center, and I oversee the school-based health center here at Nokomis Regional High. So Hometown Health is available to Nokomis students for medical needs on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7:30 to 3:30. I really enjoy working with the students. It's nice to get to know the students and see all the different things that we can help them with as they navigate through the school. Students can receive all kinds of services, everything from well checks and preventative checks, as well as same-day appointments such as acute visits like a sore throat or an ankle sprain or a rash. Those are all different types of services that they see here. We also do behavioral health. We have a telehealth program where they can come here and use the iPad and telehealth with a behavioral health worker at the office. And we also offer dental services to students as well.
Hometown Health Center, 118 Moosehead Trail, Newport, 29 Church Street, Dexter, and now serving the students of Nokomis Regional High.
Welcome back to Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. I'm Ashton Cairn here with color commentator Mia Coots. It's been a great game here tonight for those who are just joining us. Scores 31-25. Skowhegan came back from a 9-point first quarter deficit to take the lead here, and tell you what, this one's been really back and forth, and we'll see how this pans out. I think this is going to be a great game that's going to come right down to the wire. But we'll see. What do we got for stats from that first half?
Well, taking a look at Nokomis' end of things, Amanda King with 10 points, all in the first quarter, absolutely showing up in the first quarter, shutting down Skowhegan and really putting Nokomis in the game to start. And over on Skowhegan's side of things, Callaway LePage with 12 points, 4 of which coming from the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, she had a great first quarter and first half, and now Nokomis trying to open it up. It was Lexi Mayhew down on our end, and Christopher's going to come right back, keeping this lead at 6 for Skowhegan. Townsend with it now. Cooney. Little thump. Oh. It's going to be a foul. Looked like it was on Danforth. Fouled Townsend there. So now, Nokomis going to have an inbound here. Baseline, Cameron King. Push off. Cameron King for a 3. Can't get it to fall. Now Skowhegan going to try to get this going here in the transition. Christopher, step back, 3.
Oh my God.
She goes down hard, but oh, wow. Christopher goes down hard. 3 doesn't fall. And look, it must have been out of bounds or something there. So Skowhegan going to have an inbound. Tries to feed it in. Mandy King picks it off. She's going to stretch the floor, drive in, kicks it out. Oh my God, Cameron wanted that shot, I think.
She was wide open, and I think that she really should have taken that shot. Cameron has a great outside game, and that's a shot that Nokomis really could have used right there. And I mean, she was wide open, really.
Yeah, she was. And a couple drive-ins aren't going to fall for Nokomis. So now kind of resetting here. Townsend puts up a quick one, gets it to fall. 4-point game now. And Christopher, she's going to drive in hard. Going to be fouled. Blocking foul. Looks like it was on Townsend. Now Christopher going to go to the line.
Christopher only getting one chance at the line so far and draining both shots. So I would not be surprised at all if she makes both of these right here.
Christopher didn't really have the greatest first quarter, but it has really showed up here as she misses the second, and it's Townsend who comes down with the rebound. Cameron King now kicks it out to Mandy King. Townsend, jumper, can't get it to fall. So Skowhegan going to come down with the rebound, stretching the floor quick. It's Christopher, feeds it over. It's going to be good for Danforth. Great feed from Christopher there.
Yeah, Christopher not having the most outstanding first half, only scoring 8 in perspective, which is not a ton for a player at her caliber.
Deep 3 just off by Cameron King. You know, and I think that stat line is 8 points, but she's probably had at least 5 assists, as it's an off layup there by Danforth, knocked out of bounds by Mandy King. And so it's a 7-point game here. Feeds her right into LePage. She's going to be fouled. And that is, LePage is going to get her points tonight from the charity line. So 5:30 left.
So far, LePage is 4 from 6 from the line. Make it 5 for 7.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad free throw shooting. And, you know, if she's going to go to the line as often as Nokomis is center there, it's going to be pivotal for her to make shots. She's going to go 1 for 2 on that trip. Christopher, 1 of the 3. Cooney's right there waiting for it. Great defense from Cooney, but now Christopher steps out, takes a 3. It's a tough air ball. And now, going to Nokomis, coming back. Skowhegan trying to go away with this one. It's in Cameron King. That was quite the play there. Gave it to the Skowhegan defender. Took it right back. Little spin around. Jumper. It was good. Christopher, scoop shot and 1.
Wow, that was an impressive play right there from Christopher. Just as she's falling over, throws it up there underhand and just goes in. I mean, really showing off the athleticism there.
Yeah, I mean, she is, she's definitely showed up here in the last quarter and a half here for Skowhegan, and they've needed it. But now, the lead is going to be 9 points for Skowhegan. Let's see if Nokomis can get this one back here. Drive in. Cameron King kicks it out. Fernandez thought about it. Needs to do something with it, but can't. Feeds it in. Look at that feed. Just off by Cameron King. Gets her own rebound. She'll go to the line for 2. That was great awareness by Fernandez, feeding it in to Cameron King. Cameron King is able to draw the foul. How many points does she have tonight? She's had a pretty good night so far.
Well, Cameron only has 6 so far, but I mean, a lot of King's game comes from defense and steals and assists and just using her speed to her advantage. She does not score as much as some of these bigger players do, but she plays her role fantastically.
Oh, look at that feed. That is tough if you're Skowhegan. And looked like it was a timeout called. Not sure by who, but yeah, that's tough. I mean, Christopher fed that. That was quite the distance that was fed, but we'll see what to think. Our sponsors, Casa Cattle Farm Store. A little biased towards this one. We have beef, pork, lamb, chicken, and eggs. We're located at 141 Nokomis Road, Corinna, Maine. Come see us. We'd also like to thank A.E. Robinson, located on 60 Newport Road, Corinna, 278-4626. Thank you for being a Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting sponsor. And so, it's a 6-point game here. Nokomis has gotten a few lucky breaks. Skowhegan has been working here in the transition. Christopher had that great feed to Danforth. Danforth couldn't get it to fall. But, I mean, she's gotten some of them to fall, and that's why Skowhegan's been able to take this lead here. So, Nokomis struggling a little bit in the transition, and we saw that in the last game, too. You know, the transition was really where Skowhegan was able to add up the points. It's going to be a missed layup by Cameron King. Here we go in the transition. It's going to be blocked. Looked like Cameron King got a piece of that. But it's going to be put up and made for Skowhegan, still getting their points. Drive in. Cooney wants it. Look at those hands by the ref. Hauling that one in. And so, looks like it must have been out of bounds on Skowhegan. So Nokomis is going to keep the ball here. 8-point game. Skowhegan has been all over Nokomis at the perimeter, but a deep 3 by Cooney. It's just off. Cooney can make those, though. That's not a bad look for her. And so now, Skowhegan looking to make this a 10-point or more game. Moving it around the arc. Christopher fakes, drives in. Look at that. Great job by Christopher, and LePage will be the one to get the rebound and the points.
See, and I think that that's a huge part of Christopher's game. I mean, obviously she's a huge scorer and a rebounder, but she really created the play there for LePage to score. I mean, everything around that play involved her moving around the defenders and putting the ball into the hands of LePage.
Look at that hustle play by Mandy King. That is just an amazing play by Mandy King. So, yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more with the, Christopher. That's been kind of the thing is, even when she hasn't made her shots, LePage has been right there for the rebound and the putback shots. Townsend going to drive in with a scoop. Can't get it, and it's going to be a foul on Nokomis. Alrighty. Not 100% sure. That's all right. Looks like it was a foul on Cooney, from Cooney. And so now, J.C. Christopher with the ball, running this game for Skowhegan. Up top, Lewis, shot. She can't get it to fall. Christopher going to try and come down with the rebound, and Cameron King saves it.
Wow, Cameron King, she was just balancing on her tippy toes and just passed it right there to Townsend.
That's going to be another one from Cooney. That's tough. Townsend just been unlucky on the last couple offensive plays. Can't get him to fall. Hopefully she can get this turned around for Nokomis. It is a 10-point game. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third. J.C. Christopher really trying to move this around and create options. She will. Look at that by Hodgson, though, with the block.
Hodgson, a freshman with the size for Nokomis. If you watch back any of the games and just then, she plays excellent defense. Hands are always up, uses her body, and just does everything right to use what she has to her advantage.
And it's going to be a foul, actually. It's a good thing if you're Nokomis. Townsend there was kind of trapped between three Skowhegan players. So she'll draw the foul. Still a 10-point game. Oh. Wow.
That's a tough play. I mean, that wasn't.
Yeah, you don't see that every day.
He didn't even give her a good toss.
That's tough.
That's not fair.
Yeah, Coach Parody is not happy with that, understandably.
Wow. That is such a disappointment for the for Nokomis there.
I don't even. That's
wow.
Oh my goodness, that's out of bounds. Okay,
oh my
wow,
God.
good call, ref.
Wow.
And so Nokomis gonna get it back here.
I really thought he wasn't gonna call that, and that.
For a second, I
wow.
was skeptical as well. And let's see here.
He blew that whistle, and I just about said something. Holy.
Oh, that's a tough one from Cameron King off her knee right into Morris's hands. Nokomis hasn't been able to generate much on offense here as of late. Lewis gonna shoot. She'll miss, but it'll be Christopher with the rebound. Tries to put it back up. She can't get it to fall. LePage now. She can't get it to fall. And Fernandez comes down with it. Lucky break there for Nokomis. And will now get a chance with just under a minute left to chip away at this 10-point Scouttown lead.
Just chipping away at the clock right now, not trying, or
Which is an interesting decision. She'll be fouled. I mean, you're down 10 points. I mean, hanging on to the ball, running down the clock, not sure what it's going to really benefit much. You'd think they'd want to get, a quick possession off, a good defensive possession, and then maybe a chance at another, but
well, I mean, I can see what they're doing. They're trying to make it so that they're not going to make a mistake and give Skowhegan another opportunity to score. But at the same time, there's times where you need to take a chance to score, and I think that right now was one of those times.
yeah, I mean, down 10 points. He needs to get something going as Cameron King kicks it out to Mandy King. She'll shoot just off. Skowhegan with the rebound. 10 seconds left. Christopher stretching the floor. Feed in. Layup is good and one by LePage. That's exactly what I was afraid of, is a missed shot. Now you're 7 seconds left, and Nokomis, not much they're going to be able to do with 7 seconds left, coming back on an offensive possession here. That's 4 fouls there for Bree Townsend. She is going to have to be careful here in the fourth.
And Townsend is a key player for Nokomis, so seeing her with 4 fouls in the third is really not what you want to hear.
And light press here from Skowhegan. 7 seconds left. Counting it down. Put it up. Cooney, and it falls for Cooney. Nokomis needed that last basket. It's an 11-point game going into the fourth. Nokomis is going to have to come out fighting here to end the game off. I mean, they're going to need a quarter better than their first. It's a 47-36 game. We'll see what they can do here. Hopefully be able to conjure something. Look at some of our look at our remaining schedule. We'd like to make our fans aware next Tuesday's game, which I believe was a Foxcroft game, right? Yep. So next Tuesday's game was moved to 2:15. It'll be at the same time, 6:30 p.m. It'll be a girls' game here. Girls blew out Foxcroft in their last meeting just a couple weeks ago. It'll be a great game to watch and an exciting one to be able to announce. We'll hope to see you there. But we're here and we're now, and we've got 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Nokomis down 11 in what's been a very back and forth tough game. Nokomis with a great first half. Skowhegan with a great second. It's going to come down to this fourth quarter here. These two teams duel it out. Cameron King with it. Feeds it in. Mayhew can't get anything. Feeds it back out. Cameron King, 3. It's a Drano. Nothing but net. Cameron King from beyond the arc. And that's what we love to see here.
That's exactly what Nokomis needed. Coming right into this fourth quarter with that shot is just the perfect booster for Nokomis.
And great job on the rebounding by Cameron King and Maya Cooney. Look at that great feed from King to King. And they'll get 2. Cutting it down to a 6-point game now. Lewis drives in. Can't get it to fall, and it's Nokomis with the rebound.
I think that for Nokomis to come out with the energy that they have had is excellent. But if they want to stay in this game and keep scoring points, they're going to need to keep this core group of people in. It's apparent that these people, this group of girls is what works for Nokomis and helps them score the points they need.
Yeah, coming off the bench, Fernandez done an excellent job, but that was Mayhew out of bounds. That's tough.
And yeah, going off what you said about Fernandez off the bench, obviously lacking Bree Townsend with the fouls, but Suhaili Fernandez doing a great job of being the role player and filling in for shots and filling in for rebounds, just doing everything that she needs to do.
Yeah, I agree. Nokomis needs to step it up a little bit on defense. Got lucky in the last couple of possessions. You know, they haven't been able to get him fall, but, you know, they're going to eventually. Like that right there by Lewis, and timeout called by Skowhegan. So it is a 8-point game. Almost said 7. It's an 8-point game. Nokomis kind of in foul trouble here. I mean, not quite, but, I mean, you have starter Bree Townsend. She's got 4. Nokomis, 16 fouls already. I mean, at the least, just going to have to be careful in these last 6 minutes. Don't want to put this Skowhegan team to the line more than we need to.
Absolutely, and I think that keeping Skowhegan off the line is definitely going to be beneficial for Nokomis to stay within the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be key. They've done really well from the line so far tonight, and it's just, I mean, for Nokomis, going to have to kind of step it up a notch. They came out these first 2 minutes. They played excellent, but they're going to kick it up into high gear here to end this game. They're going to come out on top tonight. And so Nokomis will get the ball. And it's once again Cameron King running the point for Nokomis. Drives in early. Feed it out. Nokomis, excellent ball movement here. Fernandez can't get it to fall. King keeps it in, but it goes into the hands of Christopher. She can't get it to fall. LePage now. She'll get the layup in there. Nokomis trying not to foul there, and LePage going to take advantage of that. Get those layups. 10-point game once again.
LePage has really shown up for Skowhegan.
Deep 3 by Cameron King, rebounded by Amanda King. Take a couple steps in, get the layup. Great job by Mandy King. Lewis with it in the corner. Up top it's Christopher. She's going to burn by Fernandez, take the shot and make it. Nokomis needs to chip away here. Doing okay on the offensive end, but defensively can't seem to get a stop here on this Skowhegan team. And now it's Christopher picks it away. Let's see what Cooney can do. Not much, and there's really not much anybody's going to be able to do about that. I mean, that's a powerhouse play by Christopher for a 12-point lead here. Oh, timeout.
I was going to say, that didn't look like a travel.
I thought it was a travel there for a second, but it's going to be a timeout, and an important one if you're Nokomis. Put something on the drawing board and hope that it works, because down 12, just under 5 to play, got to do something here. I mean, this has been a great game, though. I mean, regardless, looking back at the halftime for their previous meeting, the score was 28-10. The final was 35-56. Nokomis has already outscored their final going, into the fourth. Skowhegan hasn't had a bad game themselves either, though. Just 1 point shy of outscoring their last time when these two met. I mean, this has just been a great game, though, and Skowhegan has kind of ran with it a little bit here in the last 2 quarters. But you have to commend Nokomis for the aggression and intensity that they came out with in the first. And so it's a Nokomis inbound. Townsend in the game here. Mandy King now trying to find that space. Back to Townsend. She'll shoot the 3, and she'll make it. That's a Drano from Townsend, and it's an important one, too. Cuts the lead down to 9. Christopher, don't give her too much space because she'll take it right back. Christopher, she's going to take the 3. She's going to miss the 3, and it's going to stay Skowhegan ball.
In all reality, that's an incredibly lucky play for Nokomis. I mean, you know that Christopher is the powerhouse and the leader of the Skowhegan team. So what are you doing leaving her open on the 3-point line?
Yeah, it's a lucky break for Nokomis. I mean, she can shoot him from a few feet back. And it's going to be Danforth shoots that one. Can't get it to fall. But yeah, definitely lucky break. Oof. That is it's a tough feed from Cameron King. Maybe a little bit too fast trying to force it. I understand the urgency, though, with halfway through the fourth. Needs to make the best of their time if you're Nokomis. We'll see if they can. And look at this, Skowhegan smartly going to try and slow this down. Double teamed is Christopher.
And in my opinion, that's what Nokomis should have been doing as soon as Skowhegan started scoring again. Because even though Christopher doesn't have the majority of the points for Skowhegan, she's creating the offense. So double teaming her takes away the offense for Skowhegan.
That's tough. Cooney's down. 3 is missed by Christopher. Oh, boy, oh boy.
I mean, it is a travel, but she was shoved down by the girl right there. I mean, that's a tough call.
This is not falling your way if you're Nokomis. Not how you want to see this go. LePage, jumper, can't get it to fall. Townsend with a much-needed rebound. Cooney wants the ball, but Townsend's going to take it herself. And it's going to be out of bounds on Skowhegan. So this is a very, very important play if you're Nokomis. Need points here. And it's going to be Cooney who gives it to him. Great play by Cooney. But now a defensive stop is important if you're Nokomis. But not only a stop, but it needs to be quick. Don't let Skowhegan milk the clock too much here.
Agreed.
Christopher, look at that over the back, though. And Townsend going to put it up. Can't get it to fall. Skowhegan going to come right back with it. Slowing it down. It's smart. Feeds it in.
Bree Townsend with the steal. Oh, perfectly timed and executed.
Jump back. It's going to be off by Mandy King. Maybe it was just a pass for the and one. She knew what she was doing. Lexi Mayhew, chance to make this a 3-point play. Cut it down to 6. Very important free throw here for a 2-possession game.
You can really see that Nokomis wants this game.
Oh, yeah, 4-point. Guess I read the clock wrong. That's all right. But, yeah, Nokomis fighting for it here. She won't get the rebound. Mandy King's going to get it, though. And it's going to be Christopher. Comes down with another rebound. Lewis in the corner. Townsend. Christopher just kind of holding it here. Now Lewis. And that's going to be a foul on, must have been Cameron King.
It must have been, but I'm not even sure what the call was for a foul.
Must have just poked her a little bit, but it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Morris. And this is what I was afraid of. 2 minutes to go, 5-point game, and now you're sending Skowhegan to the line where they're going to get him to fall. And she will miss the second. But Christopher going to come down with the rebound, and timeout called by, well, maybe. I think it was a timeout called by Skowhegan, yeah. So timeout called by Skowhegan. That was a smart play by Skowhegan, so Skowhegan's going to keep the ball.
Skowhegan definitely having the advantage right now. Calling that timeout was an incredibly smart play to calm them down, keep the ball in Skowhegan's hands, and give them an opportunity coming back in with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's a 2-possession game here, 6 points. And, I mean, that's chance to make it a 3-possession game, 2 minutes left. I don't know, Nokomis really needs a defensive stop here. I mean, very, very critical for a defensive stop to make sure Skowhegan doesn't run away with this one.
Absolutely, and I think that Christopher just for these last 2 minutes needs to be absolutely shut down. Don't give her any chances with the ball. And Nokomis has given her way too many opportunities at the line and at the 3-point, and it's almost crazy that they would let her shoot.
Well, and they've been incredibly lucky that she hasn't been draining them like she typically does. But she's still making those offensive plays. I mean, all around. She really does run the offense here for Skowhegan.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be a foul from Mayhew. Now Christopher going to head to the line. Not the person you want to send to the line. Christopher, a shooter, will get a 1-and-1.
And I think that's the most bizarre part of it, is that Nokomis has played Skowhegan before. They've experienced her shooting, and they've experienced her draining the shots. So they're just leaving her wide open in response.
Well, I think it's tough. I mean, she is really just, she's, hustling out there and finding herself open when Nokomis thought she was guarded, and it's tough. But now Cameron King with a sense of urgency, a much-needed sense with an 8-point game here. Townsend needs to get rid of that. She does. Drive in, a little floater off by Cameron King. Her own rebound's good. Cooney wants that in the corner. She won't get it as Christopher comes down with the rebound. That's a smart play by Cooney, though, and needs to be seen as wide open in the corner. A 3-point would be pivotal here for Nokomis, keeping them in this. But now, a defensive stop is what they need, and it's going to be a foul. Watson going to head to the line this time. One more foul, and Nokomis will be in the double bonus. But for now, it's going to be Watson with a 1-and-1. She'll make the first 9-point game. Just over a minute left. Sorry, not Watson. I apologize. That is Dunbar. That is my bad. Cameron King, 3. She'll miss. Christopher comes down with the rebound. Double team, trying to draw the foul. Won't get it, so instead drive in, and looks like she will get the foul. She'll head to the line for 2. And looks like Skowhegan starting to pack this one away. 60-50 with under a minute to go. And the foul is going to be on Cameron King, and it's her 4th as well. Nokomis, 2 players out there with 4 fouls. Christopher going to miss the first. But she'll make the second. Drive in, Cameron King. She's fouled. She'll go to the line. So, 11-point game. Cameron King here, chance to make it a 9-point game. She'll make the first, nothing but net. She'll make the second as well, rattles in. Right away it's Christopher burning by 3, 4. Look at that. Takes it right back out. Smart. She's going to be fouled. That's 5 for Cameron King. And Nokomis' Cameron King is going to head to the bench. Great game by Cameron King, though. She has played fantastically.
Absolutely. I mean, Cameron King does everything right almost all of the time. You can't ask for anything better than the game that she just played.
No, I mean, she's really, great on offense, great on defense, and all-around great guard for Nokomis. But Christopher knocks down 2, and Christopher's offense has just proven to be a little bit more than Nokomis could handle here. Mandy King puts one up. She'll get it to fall. Great job by Mandy King. Trying to keep Nokomis in this one. 9 points, 20 seconds. Christopher's going to say no way. She's moving this one around. And she'll be fouled. She'll head to the line. Racking up the points here. It's going to be Christopher shooting another 2. 12 seconds left. And Townsend, 5 fouls for her as well.
And again, can't ask anything better from her. Another great game played.
No, I mean, really, this whole Nokomis team has to be proud of the game they've put up tonight. They've scored, almost twice as much. Almost. They've scored 20 points more than they did in their previous outing against Skowhegan. And, Skowhegan has just, been shooting the lights out here in the second half. Cooney with it. She'll spot up for 3. That's off from Cooney. Needed 3, though. Can't be mad at her for that. 5.9 seconds. This one is put away here. That is actually Nokomis' ball. Feed in Mandy King. Can't get it to fall. Watson's fouled. 3.4 seconds. So, this has been a great game for Nokomis and Skowhegan. Really, both teams have to be proud of the numbers that they've put up tonight. 54 to 65. No, those aren't bad stat lines for a girls' game, especially. These are typically, I don't even think we've seen our boys put up numbers like this consistently. So, you have to be impressed with the job that both teams have been doing. And this has just been a good one, and final score 65-55. The Skowhegan Riverhawks will walk away with the win. They're going to go 2-0 against Nokomis this season. So, final stat line. Who's the player of the game?
Well, for Skowhegan, it's 100% Callaway LePage. Just absolutely blowing numbers out of the water. She had 12 in the first half, and then game totals, she had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and she had 20 points.
That's a great game, and I think it's been a really good one here tonight. That's all from us here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. We'll see you Monday the 15th as the girls take on Dover Foxcroft Ponies here at home, 6 o'clock. We'll see you then. Thank you for watching Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting.